Hey everybody, welcome back. Back on the Alaska Railroad, however a bit different this time. Not driving a EMD Jeep 38-2. Instead, we're using the other locomotive that comes with this pack, the SD70MAC. As you can see, still in Alaska Railroad colors. Nice smooth mission for you guys today. Just heading up from Moose Pass, which was our stop right there. Heading all the way up to Grandview. Just got passed through a couple waypoints, about 16 to 20 miles. Total distance of the route. Should be relatively low drama that comes with it. Try getting you guys some scenic views. Cutting through this section of the Alaskan wilderness. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. So still currently cutting our way through the Alaskan wilderness, running alongside this beautifully rendered lake off to our left. Bring ourselves down to 25-mile-an-hour speed zone. I think I just butchered miles an hour. Oopsies. But we're still about just under 6 miles away from Block Johnson North, our first waypoint of the route. Let's take a look at that. Take a look at the reflection of the mountain off the lake. That is just beautiful right there. We're just going to keep running alongside the lake for a little bit with our Mac right here. I think we're going to shoot off to the right, back through a little valley, or through plains or something like that, but away from the water. Just going to keep the view right here while I can, before we start heading off towards Grandview. Now, as you may have noticed from the other videos highlighting this route so far, generally it's a very low speed route. Probably just hold around 25-35 miles an hour throughout the majority of each mission. However, this one, there's more high-speed sections of track. By high speed, you know, nothing crazy, nothing like 70 or anything, but we're probably going to be maxing out around 50 once we pull away from the lake. Then we'll start hightailing it to Grandview once we hit that high-speed section. Beautiful summer afternoon here in virtual Alaska. Visibility looks pretty great. Maybe a little hazy off in the distance, but that might just be how the mountains in the background are designed for the scenario. But there is certainly no shortage of very fine looking scenery throughout this entire scenario. Just riding out the door now, you can see the higher speed section. Oop, got a little fast right there. Still in the 25, not up to 30 yet. Just a slight deduction there. Still looking okay for the overall health of our score for the mission. We'll be cleared up to 30 momentarily, and then we'll start bringing up to 49 as we start making our way away from the lake, start heading towards Grandview a bit more directly. Alright, let's start bringing her up to 30 now. Here we go, now cleared up to 49. Got another lake off to our right here. Let's stay focused on that a little bit. Man, look at that reflection off the water. That is awesome. Oh, and now it's gone. Well, no, it's still there, but the lighting changed. But anyways, we'll keep our vision focused. Hey, it's back. Oh, now it's gone. Hey, it's back. Oh, it's gone. Darn. Just gonna look out to the right as we're still powering up to 49 miles an hour. Staying relatively on time to the first waypoint of Block Johnson North. About 3.5 miles away now. Should get that right on the dot to get our timeliness bonus. But in the meantime, keep enjoying yourselves. So we are hopping back up to the cab now. Just about 1.5 miles away from the first waypoint of the route, Block Johnson North. Probably just going to keep it in the cockpit until we do hit that first waypoint. But once we do, I think we're already over halfway there. Start bringing it back down to 49 miles an hour now. Not much of an incline, which is a welcome change from the previous two scenarios I've ran using this route, but yeah, still relatively drama-free so far. Save those two minor speeding penalties, but looking good. Score's still looking good. Looking like we're going to make it there about a half minute early. Hopefully that gives us enough momentum to close this out perfectly fine. Just going to hold here at throttle setting 1, as we're now 3/4 of a mile away from Block Johnson. Still gaining time, so hopefully this sets us up for a nice speedy conclusion to this mission. But looks like we're facing more of an incline now. And as you can see, we have a lengthy intermodal consist, so start racking up the throttle a little bit. Actually, looks like we're going to need to give it a lot of gas. Actually, it looks. I think we're leveling back out. So I don't know. Just kind of judging it by the HUD down there, but gotta be wary. I think we're going to get back to level, and hopefully don't shoot up our speed too quickly here. Still making excellent timing up there, about a minute and a half early at the moment. The next waypoint block snoring south. However, we are about a mile away from having to bring our speed down, so let's get that done now. Alright, just passed through block snoring south, now heading to the just about the conclusion of the route, Grandview Mainline South. About 4.5 miles away. You have to be wary of when to start bringing the speed down a bit more, as Grandview, again, that's our final destination for the route today.
Dispatch to 104 North. Alright, I have a southbound manifest rolling through the Loops District, and soon he will be in Grandview. I need you to stop at Grandview Mainline North to allow him into the siding and out of your way. You must remain at Grandview until Manifest Freight has released the northbound blocks. Dispatch out.
Still trudging along this uphill section of track right here. Pretty steep grade actually, 1.7% with our intermodal constants right here fully loaded. We're able to manage it okay. It's actually picking up a bit more. We're hovering around 2% right now. All about throttle control at this point. But we're still making fantastic time. Just about 2 minutes early into Grandview Mainline. It's getting close to Grandview Mainline South now. It's now just about picking up even more speed, about 3 minutes ahead of schedule. So once again, making fantastic timing into our final destination. Still being successful in negotiating our speed. Incline still holding around 2% grade. Just keeping my eyes peeled on the HUD for the most part. Just trying to see when we're going to have to further drop our speed to pull into that siding to allow that other freight consist by. Should be seeing that very soon, as we're now just about 1.5 miles away from Grandview. So we're now less than a half mile away from the next waypoint, Grandview Mainline South. Just gonna check the objective screen again. Grandview Main North. Just under 3/4 of a mile now. So with that, brought our throttle setting on down. Just waiting for us to, should have a reduction around 10 miles an hour, you'd think at least. Unless we're stopping on the main line. Actually, I think we are stopping on the main line. We're not pulling onto the siding. Regardless, we're still so ahead of schedule. I figure we still have enough time to forward to pull our speed back. We're almost at mainline north anyway, so just being wary of any potential ghost speed reductions that could obliterate our score. But again, 3.5 minutes early, so we got some time to kill, so to say. So we go, picking up our 250 points there. Still crawling along at 10 miles an hour now. If you can take a look at the HUD, we're almost parking it on the crest where the 3 Macs will be over the hill, as well as maybe the first 10th of the of all of our freight. Shouldn't make parking it too difficult. Or should be without any difficulty at all, really. We're at such low speed now. Should have no problem parking it once we do get to Grandview Main North in about a quarter of a mile. Never got that speed reduction, so I'm going to pick it up a little bit before shutting the throttle completely off and starting to apply the train brake. Should be pulling into it now. Go, we're going to let her idle. Only lost about a minute and a half of time, but we're still about 2 minutes early. Still got time to play. There we go, let's start putting that brake on now. It's now pulling into Grandview Main North. Let it roll a little bit more. About there. About 1/20th of a mile away. Alright, now let's start putting the brake back on. And a little bit more. Come on. And that'll do it. So that brings the conclusion of this episode of the Alaska Railroad. Again, now showing off the SD70MAC for you guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll be with you guys very soon with more Train Simulator 2019 content. Have a good one.